I'm here with Lucy at Braid Queen LA.
Hi.
Welcome to Coco Strands TV. Today I have a special, beautiful guest, Lucy Lomuro.
Yes.
And she is a dear friend of mine and a wonderful salon and beauty supply owner. Thank you, Lucy, and welcome to Coco
Thank
Strands
you so
TV.
much. I am so happy to be here. I've been looking forward to this the whole week, and I'm so excited.
Thank you. I'm excited as well. So first I wanted to ask Lucy, please tell us a little bit about your humble beginnings.
Oh, and it's humble.
Right?
It's very humble. Well, again, my name is Lucy Lomuro. I'm originally from South Sudan. My family, I was born in South Sudan. My whole family moved from there. We got immigrated to Canada.
Okay.
Because of the civil war that's, going on in South Sudan for over 30, 40 years now. Yeah, it was a lot. So when we were in Sudan, we, they started bombing, and we had to go on the ground and do. So that's why everything that's happening right now is like a trigger for me, because it takes you back.
Oh
it's
yeah, what's going on in the news right now?
And you can't help but to feel like, wow, this is something that happens all over Africa.
Memories of what happened to you. Yeah.
It's not just South Sudan, it's Congo, it's a lot of different countries that are dealing with civil wars for years and years and years and years. So we just want to highlight that and bring that also forward, because the light is on one country now, but we need to highlight everybody else.
We want to send our condolences to all of the people, everybody who is hurt and affected. And also the people in Africa, like the Congo, that are affected, Sudan, everybody.
Exactly.
We want to give condolences. We
want to give our condolences, and all those images that are coming out. It just, like I said, it's bringing memories and wow, you can't help but feel sorry, because it's we had the opportunity to leave, me and my family.
That's great.
Yeah, my dad worked for the government, so he was kind of able to sneak us out, and then we got immigrated from. We were able to go to Egypt, and then from Egypt we got immigrated to Canada, and that's where my journey starts. Yeah.
Wow, Canada. Okay, so we are Canadian.
Yeah.
Okay, so what age and what made you guys or you come to America? When was that?
Well, when I lived in Canada, that's where I went to high school, junior high school, and my whole family still lives there, and I moved up on my own because it's so cold.
Okay.
I don't know if you know anything about Winnipeg.
Cold? I don't like the cold.
I don't know if you know anything about Winnipeg. We call it Winterpeg because it's so it's so cold. And I was like, I love you guys, but I cannot live here by choice anymore. No. You get what I'm saying?
You're naturally African,
exactly. I'm used to being
weather.
from South Sudan. It's a desert.
Right, in the sun, right.
So once I was old enough, I moved to Vancouver, which is a little bit better weather-wise. And then I was modeling at the time, so it got me to the U.S. And I was there with a friend of mine living in San Diego at first. And then San Diego, I know, I've been everywhere.
No, I just want to tell you guys, I'm a big fan of Lucy altogether. I'm a Lucy lover. Can we show you a little bit?
Definitely. We'll show a little
Lucy, though. So I'm just going to drop y'all a couple of, photo shoots she did or whatever.
Yeah.
So when did you decide to start a business in beauty?
I've always been into beauty.
Okay.
It's it comes natural to me.
Okay.
So no matter where I was, no matter if I was modeling, no matter if I was working any other jobs, I always did hair. It just came natural to me.
Wow.
Being an African,
I know.
Exactly. We just
there's certain things doing things your own.
Exactly.
And hair and beauty is included. In Africa, women, your sisters, your friends. Everybody does each other's hair.
Everybody knows how to do hair. And my thing is, my family was, if you didn't know how to do hair, you would be the last person to get your hair done. Because everybody would do trades, and then you would have to beg whoever to try to do it.
So you gotta learn that trade.
If my mom cannot do it for you, then you have to either figure it out yourself.
Wow.
So what I did was, I was like, my hair's gonna get done, because I didn't have a lot of hair when I was younger. So I would just make sure that my hair's always braided. I would practice on myself. And those little dolls that we have, I was practicing on that. So it's been a passion of mine. So it came easy to me. you know, so I just naturally did hair in between, you know, and then when I was in Canada, when I finished school, I went to hairdressing school and got licensed. Wow. So I was doing color, everything.
Amazing.
And then when I moved,
in Canada?
Yep, that was in Canada.
In Canada. So when you came to America, you were
I had to start over. I had to go to
over?
school here for 6, I think it was 300 hours to get to transfer my license over.
Okay, so
like,
you know, in order to transfer from country
you have to take a few classes. Yeah, you have to do hours, and then you could like do the test again and all of that.
Okay. So what made you start it is just naturally growing up in it. Okay, so what was like your mission? Did you have like a mission, or did you have what type of idea did you have for your beauty supply?
Well, okay, so at first I started with a salon. It was a full salon. Yeah. Okay. I owned a salon with another really good friend of mine in downtown. And then we separated our businesses. So then I got this location. So I started at first I started like as a salon with 7 chairs, everything. There's no hair in here, nothing.
Wow.
And my goal was always to have a beauty supply store, but I just didn't think it was possible because of the hurdles.
I know it is a hurdle.
Yeah, that
we're going to get into that too.
We'll definitely get into that. But so I always thought it was just something that I had to, you know, maybe I couldn't grab it right away. So I was like, let me just do what I can. Okay. So I opened the beauty supply, the salon, and I had chairs and I had stylists and everything. Okay. And so that's how I got started. But I always had a goal in mind to have a beauty supply store.
Wow. Okay. Now, was this because, let's say, you wanted to help the community, or was this something like personally you had to do, or was it just something you felt as though like I have to do this as a career, or what? Because you know, as hairstylists, there's so many places we could go with it. So what made you decide beauty supply?
Well, because I wanted to do it for us. Okay. Like not just me. I wanted to represent us. Okay. This is the industry that we dominate. Right. Not only are we the customers, but we're also the ones that are like really, they're taking our our culture and they're making money off of it. Right. So we need to step in and you know, grab some of these opportunities. So the reason why I wanted to open up a beauty supply store is because I wanted for people to come and buy from us. You know,
so for you guys who don't know, the numbers are very off with the ownership of African Americans owning Black beauty supplies, because that's what they are. So they're predominantly dominated by Asians, different cultures, and it's very hard. Sometimes it's very hard for us to even they shut us out of a lot of good deals. So my next question to you, Lucy, is how did you navigate through that and the challenges of having a beauty supply as a Black African woman in America, in Koreatown?
Right.
Like, literally, when I realized she was in Koreatown, I was just like, how? Because they literally will shun you out. Because they don't want us to dominate our own culture of hair, like, so.
I really had a tough time. I'm not gonna make it seem like it's so easy that I was just like, hey, I want to open up a beauty supply store, and then boom, I open up a beauty supply store. It was not the case. Wow. I've been here for 5 years, and trust and believe, there's still vendors and like different products that I want to get that I'm not able to get. So from the beginning, I had to fight. Even one time I was in here and somebody walked in and thought that it was Korean owned, and I just worked here. They asked me who was the owner. Child. And
they
you know, really, it's very shocking when they see that I'm in Koreatown. And I mean, this is the thing. We have to push through. They're going to be shocked, but guess what? We're here and we're here to stay. You know, I needed to be in this area because there's nobody around. And so I'm in a perfect location.
In a perfect location. You guys patronize your Black owned beauty supply stores as much as you can, even if they're $2 or $3 more. So what? Because we don't always get the best wholesale deals, right? Have you experienced that?
Well, okay, so let me give you this example, right? Okay. At first, when I first wanted to open up one of the vendors, I called on the phone and I was talking to this gentleman, and he was like, okay, so this is the amount that it will cost, you know, for you to open the account. I was like, okay, no problem. I have that, no worries. So once I started sending my information in and they saw my last name and saw the person and pinpoint where I'm from, because my ID and everything, you have to send all the info. All of a sudden I get a call back and they told me that my first order has to be higher than what I was quoted when I was talking on the phone. And I was like, wait a minute, that's not why. So then I ended up calling back when I saw like the paperwork and it said a different price. I was like, this is not fair. That's not okay. So I called and I said, when I was on the phone, I was told a certain, amount, and now the amount is higher. Why is that? And they were like, oh no, well that's that. And it starts at, and I was like, so what changed? So I basically went, like, I got upset and I told him, I said, that's not okay.
Right anyway, yes,
I told him, I said, I talked to you, I remember your name, I remember your voice, you told me this price and you were serious about it and you changed your mind, and that's not okay. And then I used a word that they don't want to hear. It's a trigger word for them. You're discriminating against me.
Yes.
Oh, he was like, no, that's not what I was doing. It's not like that. And all of a sudden he's like, no problem. The price is the one that I quoted you from the beginning. Okay. You can use that. And I was like, why do I have to do all that?
You shouldn't have to do all
that. I shouldn't have to do all that. Yeah.
We do. We secretly do. And they make it. I just want to inform and educate our sisters, because some of them say, oh, it's back on, but it's too expensive. Like, you guys, you have to, in order for us to get out and get back, and we own this. Well, we should. And
don't get discouraged. That's what I'm saying.
But
you're going to have hurdles.
Anyway.
Yep, you're going to have hurdles. You're going to have to push. We have to push through. And guess what? Now I have 7+ vendors that I have in the store. Right. And growing.
Right. Well, what are some of the good things though? So we say we always going to have those hurdles as Black women.
Yeah, we have to push.
What are some of the, I don't know, some of the gifts you get from doing this?
It's so rewarding, because I guess I love it that my customers walk in and they're excited to see us here.
Yes,
they're like, oh, I'm so happy, it's Black owned, and we get to see, even though a lot of the products is not made by us, I try my best to carry the products that are made by us. Yes. First and foremost. Yes. And then of course I add, a few other, exactly. Yep. I have the
Black owned family.
Yep. Talia Wahid, Mayel, best-selling design essential. There's some really good products in the store that I like to promote first and foremost. And then from then on, we have the other stuff. But one day we're all gonna have every product that I'm gonna carry is going to be Black owned. And that's my goal.
And we're gonna do it. And one step at a time, and hopefully with you guys' help. So we're gonna put all of Lucy's information in the description below where the shop is. So Lucy, like, are you accepting like stylists and stuff? Can people come and
we have stylists available. We do braids, we do weaves, we do all the natural hairstyles, deep conditioning. I have the best stylist in the market. Okay. And they work in the store. We have a back area that's the salon, and yes. So what if someone wants to work here with you? Are you accepting applications or
I'm
always accepting application. Right now we're not looking though, because we are full with the braiders that I have. But don't be discouraged, because sometimes people travel,
so
send your information.
Right?
That's you never know. And also I'm trying to expand, so that's also in the works. God willing, in the next few years I do want to have a second location.
Well, speaking of that, expanding, have you ever thought about owning something in Africa, like a beauty supply out there? Or
of course. The goal is you come to this country and you learn, you get resources, and you have to go back and build back home, because that's where my heart is. I go to Africa every 3 months, and that's where I want to be taking some of the stuff that I. Would it be more of education or like salon, or kind of like both? I want to do, I do want to do education, because there's a lot of things that we do out here that are not back home. But so it would be very good. And then also just to bring the products that is not available to them, bring it from here to there.
We're going to revolutionize.
Yes, we need to be everywhere. And I mean, I'm just so excited and happy when I'm home that I want them to have what I have too, And Africa is just doing so great and amazing right now that we can always add. We need, Africa
is. What I like, the reason why I love the fact is like African American and African women are so just innovative and just so just have charisma with the hair and just creative. We get things from Africa. Like I was telling you about the French curl.
Yes.
The braiding, you guys, with the French curl at the end, for the girls that know. I saw that in Africa first.
Yep.
And remember I messaged you and I was like, Lucy, we have to.
Well, you do know that we are the innovators, and then they take from us and they make profit, and that's why we are working every day to make sure that we you know.
Okay, Lucy, so what would you tell any of the girls that are like inspiring to become a business owner as well, or to run a salon? What would you tell the young youth out there?
This is my favorite question, actually, because I feel like this is a very important question.
Yes.
I would let them know that they need to get their entity, their EIN, business licenses.
Yes.
Look up your state, because when you have that, there's so many doors that can open for you. You know, like there is grants that are available for women of color, new businesses. It's everywhere. Like, you know, and if you qualify, even when you're starting out, you can qualify for most of them. But there's websites that are available.
Yes.
You could look it up and in your state, and they actually help out a lot of Black owned, you know, because it's encouraged now.
Okay, dropping gems.
Yes.
Lucy dropping gems. Okay, guys, ladies, so get your entity set up, get your EIN number.
Absolutely.
Run your braiding business like a business.
Like a business. Stop thinking that it's like, I'm just a braider, because it's not just a braider. We do so much in the community. Think about this. If we don't, you know, braiding is like, it's a cultural thing.
It's such a culture.
The first thing that people do when they're going on a trip is they want to get braids. The first thing that they want to do when their hair's a mess, braids.
Get braids.
Exactly. So
busy,
it's a very important job.
Braids.
So, you know, because life happens, it's busy. Braids are very cute and, you know, easy to style. Versatile, you know, business women are doing it now.
Business women, from all the way from your kids all the way up to elderly. So yes, that's some
do not downplay your career. It's a career that is you know, amazing. You can make a lot of money. Multi-million-dollar business. Braiders, you could get there, but I just want you to take the time to get the paperwork done, because there's opportunities that happen. You know, like for example, when COVID happened, you know, a lot of people that did not have the paperwork were not able to get, you know, the help that they needed. So next time you want to be ready, because they were giving a lot of businesses, you know, money to like sustain, and you know, those opportunities are available for business owners.
Well, how did you get through COVID, Lucy?
Like,
was that something like
COVID happened at the worst time, because I had just started transferring into a beauty supply store. So I remember spending like $50,000 to buy a bunch of products, and then COVID happened. It was like, what? Wait a minute. I didn't know what to do. And somehow I stayed prayed up, because, you know, God is number one. Right? Like, that is the only person that got me through, and my family. You know, I called my family crying. I was like, I'm ready to, you know, but I had to do what I needed to do. I moved out of my apartment. Just so that, you know, my focus could be the store. I could not handle all. Imagine you spending that much money, and then boom. Like,
you had to do what you had to do.
I had to do what I had to do. And then
Lucy got it out the mud.
When I tell you, it's not easy, especially when you don't, you know, come from money. Like, when you just wake up and you're like, I can invest in this and this and this. No, I had to work every day to get to where I am at now.
Had to braid.
I had to braid every day to get to where I'm at now.
And then you structured your business correctly, which gave you also some help. Okay, so I get it.
But you have to
yourself,
be open to learning. Look up. I was doing a lot of what is it called?
Like
I was doing research.
Like
I was researching a lot of businesses that, you know, were starting the way that I was starting. Exactly.
Absolutely.
The internet is there. You know, if you're not reading up on something, let's get off social media and let's focus on getting this business right. You know, like, there's a lot to learn, and I was just listening to people that did it before me, and also there's a lot of people that are willing to sell vendor lists and, you know, different things that you could utilize. I spent so much money first before I even started making money. Because you have to invest in yourself.
Come on, gems. Thank you for the gems, Lucy. That is amazing.
But when we do it, it's because we love to do it. Like, most of the time, I meet braiders, and it's like, it's art. It's not just braiding. It's art.
It's an art form. It is.
So, you know, but get the business part of it done, and you'll be you'll be good.
Yes. Would you say credit also is a big factor in being successful?
Well, but that's why I say you have to start slowly.
Yeah.
And because when you're opening those vendor lists, you do have to have good credit.
Okay. Right.
You know, you have to have good
credit.
credit.
Get your credit together too.
Get your credit, and then also you have to have a certain amount to buy into that vendor. Like they'll give you a certain amount, like let's say for example $3,000 from this company to start, and so for you to get that first initial order, you have to spend at least $3,000, and then after that you can order whatever you want. But most of them, that's how I started, like 3 here, 5 here, 10 there, you know.
Wow.
And it depends on what the company is, but that's how it starts. You cannot just say, oh, I want to just buy hair. No, they want you to spend a whole bunch of money first, and then after that you can spend less. Yeah.
Okay. Well, right. And
So-
read, learn.
Exactly.
Never stop learning.
Yep.
Never stop. And I think that's basically what Lucy's trying to say.
That is my number one advice
That's
to
your motto,
any
right?
braiders.
That's your motto?
Yeah, it's my motto.
Set up the entity. Set up the business.
Set up the
I know
business,
that's right.
and you will do well as long as you're working hard, because we are the hardest workers ever. I'm just saying.
Work so hard.
Braiding is very, very tedious, and it's a lot of work, but guess
Yes.
what? There's a lot of reward because you get to hang out with customers and
Yes,
clients.
yes.
You become close to them. It's like
Yes.
family.
Yes.
You know, I love doing that. I love
Yes.
connecting with people. You get to, like, maybe they're having a bad day and they come and sit in your chair. You make them feel better.
And you make
you
them
know?
feel better. It's like
Yeah.
we listen.
Exactly. Like, we're
they
like
have somewhere
low
they
key
can- yeah.
therapists that are not licensed.
What she said, what I was gonna say. We're low key therapists, and
Yeah.
I've had women that literally say, you know, Coco, after I left you, like I feel so much better.
Exactly. And I
And-
love that about my job. I
know.
love connecting with I have so many close people in my life now because they were customers.
I know.
And they've been with me for years. You know, like, and so when I opened the
She's the
this-
bomb, y'all. These women.
when I opened the beauty
love
supply store,
Lucy, y'all. I'm telling you.
when I opened the beauty supply store, I
Mhm.
didn't want to just go and be like, okay, I don't want to do hair anymore because I'm so connected to these people, you know. So I was like, I'm still gonna keep a chair or two,
Yeah.
you know, and still be
And
able to
you'll
do
still have
hair.
the store.
Exactly.
You'll still be able to talk to them, come in here.
Exactly.
While they're getting services done.
Absolutely.
So I just wanted to personally say, Lucy, I look up to you so much.
Oh, stop
Since
it.
the day I
That's
met
so
you, I
sweet.
just loved. I don't know. First of all, she's just super beautiful to me,
Oh,
and
you're
I love the
beautiful.
fact that you are a black-owned female entrepreneur. Like that's my thing. Like I love it.
Listen, can I tell the
Yes,
story?
Yes.
How
yes,
we met?
Yes. Yes, girl.
She's
Tell
trying
the
to-
story, honey.
Listen, me and
Okay.
Coco are connected, okay?
Yes, yes.
She would come into the store all the time and buy and send her customers
Uh-huh.
to buy
Honey,
hair from me. As
Easy
soon as
braid,
she found out it
honey,
was black
easy
owned,
braid in my face.
yeah.
Right? You was like, okay, let me keep this easy braid in here. then.
I told her, I said, you know what? I'm gonna make sure that I have easy braid in stock
Yeah.
at all times now because that's all you come in here for.
Yes, indeed.
And then she would send customers and they would tell me.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, Coco
Coco
sent
sent
me.
me.
And I was like, Coco, man, you're a real one, Coco.
Because I was like,
Yeah.
yo, she's black owned. She right by my house. Like, this is where it's at. Like, I
Yeah,
didn't care if
so-
it was $1 more, $1 less. I didn't care. I was like, this is where I'm buying all my stuff at. And this
Yep.
is still to this day where I buy my stuff
And
at.
then the happiest day of my life,
Uh-huh.
she called me and she was like, Lucy, do you have a chair available? I want to work at your store.
Yes. And I was like, you guys, I did not want to be at home no more. I was lonely and the people was acting weird. So
Yeah,
I just said, let me
so-
see if Lucy got some room. And look what she did. She like literally opened the whole salon up for me in the back. And
Listen,
I was so like
I'm so
happy
we
and
get
honored.
we
Thank
are over
you.
here making miracles happen.
Yes.
Coco's a great hairstylist
Thank
and
you.
she's been rocking with me for a few months now and
Yes, I'm here.
I'm so
child.
happy.
I told her I ain't going nowhere.
so she's one of my stylists. So if you
Yes.
need that hair, that's where you're coming. You're gonna support
Yes.
me, you're supporting her, you're supporting
Yes.
the community,
Yes.
and we're just
We're
like
a family
so happy
here.
about it.
Also, we want to also shout out Feds, Grace by Feds.
Yes,
She's also
Grace
another
by Feds.
stylist. She's so beautiful. Also, you guys. So I'm gonna be interviewing her one of these days. She's so busy, so we gotta get her. But Lucy, thank you so much for coming. Be
listen.
a part of Coco Strands TV.
I love it here.
You guys.
Can I stay?
Yes, you can come on again. Whatever we have an update.
I love it
anything
here.
is going on, we'll come on again. Anything
Absolutely.
you need. Okay. So
And
you
then
guys,
next time you'll interview me when I'm in Africa.
Yes. Oh yeah, we're gonna.
Yes.
Oh y'all, don't think we're
We're not
going to
done.
Africa. Y'all gonna see us in Africa together.
Yes,
They
absolutely.
don't have. Look, they are not ready for Lucy and Coco together with our husbands.
Yes.
With our African husbands.
The married to African version of this interview is to be continued.
You guys, so thank you so much for joining us today.
Yes.
All of Lucy's information will be in the description below. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Follow Lucy. Come patronize the store if you're in LA. If you're overseas, come over here anyway and see us and all those nice things. Thank you guys. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Coco.
All right, and here is some more of Lucy's products that she sells. So we have it all, and we have T, which is one of her favorite and best cashier employees here. T, would you like to say anything about Miss Lucy?
Yes, of course. Lucy is amazing. She's wonderful. She's very inspirational. Like, get a lot of like tips from her. If you're wanting to open your own business, beauty supply, whatever the case may be, you can get a lot of tips from her. She's very amazing. And she's always here to talk. Like, you know, she talks a lot.
So it's like family here, right?
Yeah, we really are family here. She makes me feel like family. There's never a day I come into work and I feel like, you know, like not family.
Right.
And I just really do look up to her because I'm like into beauty as well.
Yes.
So
your hair looks amazing, by the way.
Thank
you. T
That's
always has it together.
Lucy.
Yes, Lucy, and the eyelashes is popping.
Yes,
period. So if you guys ever come here to LA, T is always here, and she's one of our best cashiers. Thank you, T.
Of course. Bye, Coach.
Bye.
1, 2, 3, 4. It's baby May. She's everybody's baby May. She is. Come and get right with me. Come on. Get up, let's celebrate.